What's up, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. Target individual CJBK. Just checking in with y'all, letting y'all know I'm all right. At work right now, and just contemplating some things. Hopefully, maybe some new adventures. But yeah, I just got finished doing a route, and I know I explained in the last video what's been going on at my job, but so it's like I just finished doing a route that was like, I think it was 11 or 12 different delivery addresses, right? 69 packages, and I completed all the deliveries on time and everything. What's up, bro? So and I'm just like, I completed all those deliveries, and then I go and check my itinerary, and it says only one successful completed delivery, no errors, and it shows that one delivery was my very last delivery. So I was like, again, reminding myself that Amazon made changes to how customers can make grocery orders so that they can order it on Amazon.com, but Amazon.com doesn't provide customers with an option to tip. So that means every time someone orders on Amazon.com, orders groceries on Amazon.com and not through Amazon Fresh or Whole Foods, it's a definite that I'm not going to get tipped. Like, it's absolute. Unless that customer has cash, I'm not going to get tipped at all. Like, and then even if the customer wanted to tip, unless they have cash on them, that's the only way. Now, we're not supposed to ask people for tips, but at the same time, when we all signed up to do this job, we were under the impression that every delivery that we do is going to be accounted for, and that we can possibly make a tip over. And you know what? My company even put in a written statement that no one is touching our tips, which is true, and that all tips will be given directly to the DAs. I'm going to say that's true, right? But then they say, for the orders that are ordered through Amazon.com, those will just be considered as, I guess, well, they just say it's just delivered items. Do you realize, like I'm trying to get the magnitude? Because for one, I've found Amazon Flex drivers talking about this all the way since, actually the beginning of the year, January. So I'm thinking the magnitude of this one move Amazon just did. Do you know how much money and how many thousands of people are now getting lower paychecks, and some of them still haven't figured out why it's looking lower? And then you got some of them who's actually pretty mad and upset that their checks are lower because they know what happened, but then some of them feel like there's nothing that they can do. It's not sitting well with me, and it's, for someone who's not confrontational, it's not sitting well with me. And I feel like I work entirely too hard. And then especially knowing that, like, through the 5 years and maybe 7 or 8 months I've been with the company, I've never had an issue with the concept that the more deliveries you do, the more possibilities of you making a tip, right? But now, because that's how I would get my paychecks. That's how I would get my bigger paychecks. Because I know that if I'm doing 30 plus deliveries a day, I know my tips are gonna look good. Regardless of how many people didn't tip, I did so many that it should compensate. So now I'm sitting here thinking to myself, yeah, I gotta make a change, man. I gotta make a change. But before I make that change, I gotta make sure that I could possibly get something that was supposed to be mine. Maybe help others get what was supposed to be theirs too. So, yeah, this video is not really about gang stalking. You know, the V2K try to make me believe that, you know, what's happening with Amazon is actually a move because of, well, secret societies, gang stalkers, whatever. They're trying to say that they made that move because of the secret society, whatever. Either way, I know at least for the most part, New York City laws have some statements, or there are some laws in the city that actually is supposed to protect anyone who's making deliveries within this city. If they're delivering through any platform, any app platform, there must be an option for customers to be able to tip. Now, mind you, I'm like, yo, on this last route, I just carried at least 4 or 5 orders that were up to 4th and 5th floor walk-ups. And I don't like the idea that, like, okay, it's not even, like, I'm not complaining about if a person tips or not. It's the idea that they're not even given the option. That's what pisses me off the most. Because I have customers that I'm delivering to actually tell me they wanted to tip me, but they didn't see anywhere they could tip. So I'm just letting this one marinate. I'm letting it marinate. So right now, this is just about work. Take life one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. Peace.